On both February 6th and February 7th, 2025, President Trump signed two executive orders, one the White House Faith Office, and then another addressing an anti-Christian task force. Now, the purpose of these two executive orders was to help the government work with local faith-based and community organizations to tackle important social issues such as poverty, addiction, homelessness, healthcare, and the like. See, a lot of Christian groups and faith-based organizations and even just community groups, they felt like their voices and needs weren't being heard in Washington. And so Trump and his administration wanted to address that need. Now, first, it's important to note that the unofficial moniker of the Anti-Christian Task Force, that's very misleading because, in fact, it's for everyone, whether you're a faith-based organization or not, whether you're religiously affiliated or not. The goal is to eliminate conduct and policies and procedures within federal agencies that target Christian organizations. For example, in the past, there were concerns that the Department of Justice, the FBI, and the IRS were having investigations and doing things that were specifically targeting Christians and Christian organizations. Now, the reason why the government is reaching out like this is because community organizations, they can mobilize 40 to 50% of volunteer work. And these will help reach areas where the government programs are falling short and unable to reach those that need it the most. Now, for those who are against this executive order, their primary argument right now is that this can show favoritism towards faith-based organizations and kind of leave out of the conversation and out of the view those organizations that are not faith-based or somehow are tied to a religious organization. But again, I need to stress that the executive order is not solely meant for faith-based organizations. So these arguments aren't necessarily paying attention to exactly what the executive order is calling for. So that's why it's going to be really important for this administration to up their messaging, and so that people understand that, because these are things that faith-based organizations typically, traditionally do anyway. So it makes sense for Washington to partner with them. But again, it's not just faith-based organizations. So one of the things the administration can do is be sure that they are transparent and that they have really good and strong oversight over the funds and resources that are being allocated, and make sure they're going to the right places and not being misused or showing favoritism. So now you know the reasons and the purposes for these two executive orders. What do you think?